Hello law learner, welcome to our channel. So today we will read about constitutional law, that is chapter 1, article 1 to 4. So before starting the video, don't forget to like our channel, subscribe the channel and tap the bell icon so that you can stay updated with more upcoming videos. So let us start. What is constitutional law? Constitutional law is a body of laws that define the rights of citizen and the structure and powers of a government. It also establishes the relationship between the government and its citizen. We can also say constitutional law is the law which ensures the right of the citizens and relationship of citizen with the government. Features of constitutional law. It defines the structure, powers and role of the government's branches, that is legislative, executive and judiciary. It protects citizens' rights from state and other people. It defines the relationship between the central government and state governments. It outlines the basic rights of the citizen. In previous video of amendments of constitution, we have saw there are several laws which need consent of state so that it can be passed and applicable all over India, and it also maintains a good relationship between central and state governments and resolve the disputes if any occurred. Here we will study about separation of powers. Constitutional laws also include the separation of powers, which is distinction between the three primary branches of government, that is executive, legislative and judiciary. Okay, so let us see some of the details about three branches of government, that is legislative, executive and judiciary. We can say that legislative has Senate and House of Representatives, means the government which is elected by the common people. They are sitting in Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, so we can say that is as a legislative assembly, right? And not only that, they are having the powers to make the laws. Along with that, there are executive persons, that are president, vice president and cabinet. They are more into administration process. And last one is judiciary. Judiciary means Supreme Court and other federal courts, that is High Court and District Court, which are more into resolve the disputes of any person occur by legislative or executive part. So let us see what work they used to do. Legislative make laws, approves presidential appointments to senators from each state, which means a ruling party and opposition party. The name of congressman is based on population. Executive signs laws, vetoes laws, pardons people. President is having the right to pardon any accused who is having the judgment of hang till death, of capital punishment basically, and appoints federal judges and elected every 4 years. Judiciary decides if law are constitutional, are appointed by the president. There are 9 justices, can overturn ruling by other judges. Examples of constitutional right. The right to freedom of speech means any person have the right to say whatever they want. The right to vote. Each and every person have the right to possess his or her vote fairly. The right to bear arms, which means any person who are the citizens of India have the right to carry weapon in terms to save their life and liberty. The right to equality means each and every person should be treated equally before the law. The right of freedom, which means each and every person have the right to work freely and also contribute freely in the society. The right to life with dignity. Each and every person should be live with respect. The right to freedom of religion. Each and every person have the right to choose their religion and also to respect it. Right? Cultural and educational rights. Each and every person have their own cultural and educational rights so that they get developed in their own views, right? So, and no, each and every people should, all these rights are given to the people and constitutional law assure it. Not only that, it also assure that no one should be discriminated in terms of race, religion, dignity, freedom, etc. Article 1 of Indian Constitution. which states that Indian is a union of states. It also defines the territory of India. India is also known as Bharat, is a union of states. The states and their territories are specified in the first schedule. The territory of India includes the territories of the states, the union territories specified in the first schedule, any other territories that may be acquired. Parliament can establish new states or admit them into the union on the terms and condition it deems fit. Means India is a state which India is a country which consists of a different kind of states, and new states can be included, and any kind of new state inclusion need admit of the parliament is been mentioned through Article 1, and the country name is India and also known as Bharat, and the citizen living in India is known as Indian. Article 2, admission and establishment of a new state. Article 2 of the Constitution of India gives the Parliament the power to establish or admit new states into the Union. It also specifies the term and condition for establishing new states, which means Parliament have the power to establish or admit new states into the Union, means into the India. Article 3, formation of new state and alteration of areas, boundaries and name of the existing states, which means Article 3 of the Indian Constitution deals with the formation of new states and alteration of areas, boundaries of names of existing state. In this regard, the Parliament may by law form a new state by separation of territory from any state or by uniting two or more state or parts of state or by uniting any territory to a part of any state, which means Parliament have the power to divide any state into two parts, right? So this is been told in this. Even Parliament also has the power to increase the area of any state, diminish the area of any state, alter the boundaries of any state or alter the name of any state. Even they are also having the power to divide any state into two or more parts. This is being told in Article 3 of Indian Constitution. Article 4 of Constitutional Law state that laws made under Article 2 and 3 to provide for the amendment for the first and the fourth schedule and supplemental, incidental and consequential matters. So this much for today. Thank you. If you like the video, do subscribe and tap the bell icon, and don't forget to like, comments and share. And if you have any query, comment section is open. You can drop your question there. Thank you and have a nice day.